E.N.D here. Unsanctioned is the next unset that is going to be released for Magic the Gathering on February 29. That is the leap day of the leap year. This particular set will hold 30 times 5 decks, that is 5 decks that will have 30 cards. It will be a box set. That means that you will not find boosters, but the cards will be definite. We will have a deck list. Let's see some cards that have been spoiled today. First and foremost, when we talk about unset, we talk about full art lens. Unset is a synonym of full art lens, and in this particular box set you will have 5 new full art lens. Let's see, then you have the planes. There's only one drawback: these lens are not designed or illustrated by John Avon. These are illustrated by Adam Paquette. You have the plains, you have the island, you have the swamp, you have the forest, and you have also the mountain. Obviously, as for all full art lens, these are beautiful lens, no doubt about it. They also have, yes, they also have this gold foil border. That means that these cards in foil, this particular border will be gold. Obviously not real gold, but will have the color of gold. Next we have a land. Obviously these are silver bordered, as you can see here. They are silver bordered. That means that they are not legal in any format. These cards are only for fun, to play for fun with your friends. Under Dome you add 1 colorless and then add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana to play silver bordered costs. We have a token, a giant teddy bear. We have also an acorn stash. This seems that squirrels will have a very, very big impact on this new unset, Unsanctioned. Abstract Ignite for 1 and 1 red. It's a 1/1. It's an art lizard. Whenever you cast a spell, note the first letter of the artist's name. If that letter wasn't already noted, put a +1/+1 counter on Abstract Ignite. As I said, these are cards that uses very different abilities and mechanics. They are not legal in any format, and therefore they're only legal for the fun of the game. We have also the return of Augment, where you can have 1 card and join it with another card. It's one of my predictions regarding the new crazy mechanic for Ikoria, which could be a variant of this particular mechanic. Spirit of the Season for 1 and 2 green. It's a 3/3. It's a 3/4 spirit. Whenever it enters battlefield, gain any haste. If it's summer, you put +1/+1 counter on it. If it's autumn, you gain 5 life. If it's winter, if it's spring, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put in your hand. Very, very interesting. As I said, this is a card that you can augment with. Stuttering Turkey. Rings a Bell for 2 and 2 blue. It's an enchantment. It enters the battle if you choose a word with 4 or more letters. After you say the chosen word for the first time each turn, an opponent may ring or imitate a bell within 5 seconds. When no opponent does, you draw a card. Timmy Power Gamer for 2 and 2 green. It's a 1/1. It's a legendary creature, human gamer. This is the rare card. For 4, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Pippa, Duchess of Dice for 2 and 1 green. It's a 2/2. It's a legendary creature, human noble. For 2 and 1 green, you tap, you roll a dice. You roll a 6-sided dice. It becomes a green die creature token with power and toughness equal to its result. The 2 and 1 blue, you roll any die, activate ability only anytime it makes sense. Very, very strange mechanics. Stat Draconic Proofreader 4 and 2 red. It's a 4/4. It's a legendary creature, dragon. It has flying. When it attacks, you may exile a card from your graveyard. When you do, stat these 4 damage to any target whose name begins with the same letter as the exiled card. Very good for multiplayers. 1 white, delete the first letter of target permanent or player's name until end of turn. Infernus Spawning 3 for 10 and 1 black. It's a 9/9. It has flying, it has first strike, trample, haste. The spell costs 3 less to cast for each card you reveal this turn. When it enters the battlefield, you may say, I'm here. If you do, it deals 3 damage to target player. Boomsticker, 2 and 1 red. It enters the battlefield, and whenever it attacks, stack 2 dice on top of it. Boomsticker gets +1/+1 for each die it's in stack. Boomsticker attacks each combat available. When the stack falls, sacrifice Boomsticker. Very, very interesting mechanic, because obviously if you're going to stack the dice one up the other, obviously when you're going to tap one day or one time, this will surely fall. Arconia Fashionable Fisher, 3 and 1 black. It's a 3/3. It's a squirrel. It's a legendary creature. Whenever you cast a spell with a squirrel in its art, you get an acorn counter. Whenever a squirrel you control enters the battlefield or dies, you get an acorn. For 2 and 1 black, you pay X acorn. Target creature get -6/-6 until turn. And the green, you pay X acorn. Target creature gets +1/+X until end of turn. Flavor Judge, 1 and 1 white. It's a bird advisor. It's a judge, my opinion. It's a 2/2. You tap, you choose target spell or ability that targets a permanent you control, then ask a person outside the game if the story of what will happen makes sense. If they say no, sacrifice it and counter that spell or ability. Circadian Night Owl, for 3 and 1 and 2 white. It's a 4/4, it's a legendary creature. It's a bird knight. It has night lifelink. The damage dealt by knights you control also causes you to gain that much life. Very, very good. For 1 white, it gains vigilance until end of turn. Activate this ability only from sunset to sunrise to sunset. And the black, it gains flying until end of turn. Activate this ability only from sunset to sunrise. So depending if you're playing during the morning or the night, it will get something different. Surgeon General Commander, 3 and 1 green. It's a 3/3. It's a legendary creature. It's a wombat bat chameleon. It's a mythic card. Whenever you augment, enchant, or mutate a creature you control, draw a card. You tap and you add 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, or 1 green. So you add only 1. Alexander Clementin, a 2 and 1 blue. It's a 0/4, it's a legendary creature. It's a Clemfolk. Whenever you cast a worthy spell, you scry 2. For 1 and 1 red, you tap, you choose target creature you don't control, reveal the top card of your library. It gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of lines of rules text of the revealed card. It finds also that creature. Very, very good. Last but not least, we have a Planeswalker. We have Bob, that is Brew of Bevy of Bebbles. As it enters the battlefield, this is a Planeswalker for 3 and for 3 and 2 white, 2 blue, sorry. It's a legendary Planeswalker. It's a Bob, Bevy of Bebbles. As it enters the battlefield, you create 4 1/1 blue Bibble creature tokens, and here are the Bibble creature tokens. Very, very, very good art. Sorry. The number of loyalty counters on Bob is equal to the number of Bebbles you control. The +1 up to X target Bebbles can't block this turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. And the -1, you draw a card. Obviously, this is a Planeswalker. It's a mythic card. It's there for fun. The set is there for fun. Personally, I don't see a lot of value in this set. Here's the Bebble token. I don't see a lot of value in this set in terms of monetary value, in terms of collectible value. Obviously, sealed boxes in the future, they will always be a little bit pricey, more than they are today, depending on the print run, depending on these new full art lands. That is what makes this set valuable. So stay tuned to my channel. Here's the subscription button, because I'm going to cover more and more spoilers of this set and also of any future set of Magic the Gathering.